Hello again. This demonstration is for creating a top 10 words list in the reading activities. Most of the reading activities on your home learning plan this week are pretty straightforward and don't require an explanation from me, but I thought I'd like to do the top 10 words list with you. Now, you'll know when we do guided reading, I always look for really exciting vocabulary that you can use in your writing, and that's exactly what I want you to do here. So the book I'm going to have a quick look at with you is I've been reading you the famous five, or Five on the Treasure Island to be really specific. Jumping into spellings, I can see a U-R-E word, but that's for another story. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look for some really good words. Now, I recently read Middle-earth chapter 12, Exciting Discoveries, so I thought I'd start by looking in that page there. So I'm in this chapter and I'm going to look through and see if there are any words that I find really interesting. Words that are going to jump out for me. I like marvellous down here. That's a really nice word. So I'm going to hold on to that for a moment. It's got marvellous. Dungeons is quite an interesting word when it comes to spellings, but I've seen that word lots of times before. Ruined. Really like ruins in courtyards, quite unusual. Ruined I like. Paced I like, another word for walking. So I'm going to start by writing down ruined and paced. I'm going to have my book out next to me so I can just copy them down really carefully. So I had ruined up here, which is R-U-I-N-E-D. Ruined means damaged or old. And also we had paced, which, as I said, was another word for movement. I can imagine what that might look like if someone was pacing. Someone paced. Let's see if I can find any other words now. Overgrown, I like that. Overgrown's really interesting, and lots of the other words I recognise. There's courtyards again. So overgrown I definitely want. Or there's the rabbit. Lolloped. That's another good word for movement. So I'm going to go straight for those. I'm going to write down lolloped and overgrown onto my little side here. So overgrown is where something, as I said, it's just all over the place. It's not been trimmed. It's been left to just keep growing. And the other word I liked was lolloped, which was L-O-L-L-P-E-D. That's not bad. So we need to get a top 10 list. I'm going to just see if I can find any more on this page. Lolloped, disappeared. Vanished is quite nice. Absurdly. Absurdly big ears. I love absurdly. Definitely going to write absurdly down. Absurdly means they're just so big ears, they don't kind of feel like they fit in. So if something's absurd, it's just something you don't expect to see. Something a bit unusual. I like white bob of a tail. Bounded, we've seen that word before. That was in, also I might write down bounded. Hind legs. Hind legs are the back legs or rear legs. So I quite like that. So I'm going to have hind. And what's the other word? Bounded I liked. I've got some really good words for movement here. I've got bounded and paced and lolloped. Really great. Any more I can find in here? Yelp. Like a scream or a sudden bark. Yelp I like. That's a really nice word. I'd love to use that in my writing. And bobtail's quite nice as well there. I'm going to stop there, but that's not bad. Just by looking at 2 pages, I've managed to come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different words. So if you could come up with a top 10 word list, and as you do this, you might then go, if you find a better word, you might have to go and take one of these words out and go, actually, overgrown I kind of knew before, and then I found a really good word later on that I want to use. So yeah, have an explore, see what you can find. Look in anything you like. You can look in books, you can look in magazines. Have fun exploring. Goodbye for now and keep learning.